All right, the recording has begun for my boy Happy Pineapple. Today we are covering Vayne AD Carry, and we'll go from there. Do you have anything you want to say aside from you being rusty for the last little bit before you play this game?
I suck at the game. I suck at the game.
Hey, you know what? And a lot of people can't say that, but the people who can say that and then objectively look at what they can do better and then start actually improving, they're better. It's that simple. All right.
For sure.
So you are playing Vayne AD Carry. Let's see your ruins. Okay, so when I play Vayne AD Carry, I really dislike going into the blue tree because, or the light blue tree, is because it really doesn't do anything. I feel like there's significantly more value if you go into red tree, because red tree will give you access to Taste of Blood if you have a lane that you just get absolutely shit on. So you get value instantly early on. And if you win, or you think you can win, you want to run Sudden Impact. Because Sudden Impact gives you a lot of damage out of nowhere. And then you run Ultimate Hunter, because a lot of times that as an AD carry, you'll be close to the objective, so there'll be a lot of fighting. Now, if you don't think Ultimate Hunter is useful, then you can run the Grizzly one. It's the middle one on the second row. No one knows the names of those, right? But it's the middle one on the second row of the red tree, because that one lowers your cooldowns of your summoner spell. That's it.
Okay.
Yep. And then green tree I really dislike in bot lane because, like, what the fuck does conditioning overgrowth do? You know what I mean? Like, in top lane it makes sense because you don't ever get touched by the enemy top laner, but in bot lane you're constantly getting auto-attacked, so that's why green tree is pretty useless down there. So that's my opinion for Vayne AD Carry. Most of the time you're running PTA, so that's correct. Triumph is correct. Never run Presence in bot lane. Alacrity is correct. And then you can run whatever you want between the three. Personally, I like coup de grace, but cut down works perfectly fine too. But if their support is a tank, like Nautilus, Braum, Blitzcrank, you run Lethal Tempo. Because a lot of times you're switching between both targets. So you want to have something that consistently keeps going, which is Lethal Tempo. And of course, if they have Yasuo AD Carry, you run Lethal Tempo too. So that's all the variations that you can ever run into. That's it.
I hate Yasuo ADC.
Yeah, but you have to run Lethal Tempo into him because when he wind walls, you can auto attack him through the wind wall and get Lethal Tempo stacks. So then when the wind wall drops, cool, you have multiple more Lethal Tempo stacks. That's really it. So Vayne AD Carry, a lot of people say, Saskia, what the fuck do I do against Caitlyn, Karma, Ashe this, long range this, bullshit. Always level 1 coin flip as hard as you fucking can. That is my biggest piece of advice in this bush. Like, you and Nautilus should be hiding right here. Exactly that part of the bush, not right there. And the reason...
that's where I wanted to go, but Nautilus wouldn't walk up.
Did you ping it?
I did. I don't think I did. I need to ping more.
Oh, then that's your problem. But you need to be able to communicate these things to your teammate. And if they do it or not, it's up to them. And if they don't do it, you have to adapt, okay? You can't be that guy who's like black and white everything. Because you have, in solo queue, it's a gray area, the entirety of a solo queue. Because you have to be willing to bend a knee if your teammates aren't doing something proper, so that you can either stall time for it to happen or not die, whatever it may be. But in this case, you should have spam pinged him. I'm pretty sure he would have followed you. He seems like he's a reasonable guy so far. And you hide right there. Okay, you don't hide there, because if you hide here, they might shoot an ability here. But imagine if you're hiding here and they shoot an ability here, and then they see that it doesn't hit, and now they walk in, and then now you guys walk up, and then now they're dead. So that's my big piece of advice for Vayne level 1 against shit matchups. All right, let's keep going. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, and don't worry, everything that I said is in the recording, which you'll receive. And I will be typing a big manifesto about your gameplay after the session, okay? So don't worry.
Okay, nice.
Yep. That was perfect, by the way, what you just did. Good. You poked, level 1, and then you immediately kited backwards. Let's see you do it again, because I was talking when you did it. Perfect. The only difference that you could have changed was slightly further back, but this is still perfectly fine. Because Karma's positioning is pretty far back, so even if she alt Qs, I'm not sure if you calculated this, you're gonna be over here by then. Because it has to travel across the map and then has to explode. But then you'll be here. You auto the Jinx. She can auto you right now, but she doesn't, I believe. And then you get away. One thing that you have to change is the way you run away has to be straight away. If you run this way, you are guaranteed going to get auto attack. But if you run straight away, this is your most optimal, efficient pathing to escape your opponents in this exact scenario that you've created right here. So you never want to try to run sideways unless that sideways guarantees that you dodge an important ability from the support. But in this case, if you run straight, I don't think you'll get hit by the ability. And more importantly, you won't get hit by Jinx auto attack. I love how she fails. And then after, it's so funny that your Nautilus walks up, because now he tanks two things. This is what I advocate against for people in bot lane. You never want to enter the zone of... do you know the concept zone of influence?
Yeah.
Okay. But for those who's watching and they don't understand, zone of influence is very simple. It's just the area somebody can impact in League of Legends. Right now, Nautilus has entered the zone of influence of two people. So guess what happens? Two people attack him. The problem in this case is Vayne is not within reasonable range to assist to trade back onto the Jinx. So if this Nautilus is watching, which I don't think he will, this is garbage. But here's what I do like. He got 2 wards, and he's doing what I teach support players to do, which is to enter bush number 3. So honestly, that was worth it, because now Vayne gets priority. So right now you should be autoing the wave, and you should be getting the slow push towards these guys so you can level 2 cheese them, which is a lane that you don't ever get level 2 against in Challenger. This is pretty illegal. Everything that's happened so far in a Challenger game, if this happened. But alright, push the wave. LOL. Good. Push. Auto. What you can do here is you can stand out here and see if Karma Qs you. And then you Q over here. So just very simple zone of influence stuff. What you're doing here is you're just baiting. You're saying, hey Karma, why don't you come Q me for free? But in reality, you're already ready for it long time ago. Perfect. Auto her. Perfect. Auto the minions. Oh, somehow you guys lost prio, which is not good. What happened?
It's because I wasn't autoing enough. I think.
Yeah. What Nautilus did here was pretty smurf actually, but you have to be taking advantage of it. I think you had to have been autoing this the entire time, and then autoing this the entire time, baiting the Karma Q, and then backing off if you see Jinx try to walk forward with a Q auto. So that was good. This is good. Keep autoing. GG. Okay. Let's see. Is this a good play? So you do this. It's this Q auto right here. Let me see. Okay, so you timed your Q with Jinx auto. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that intentional? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
No, this seems terrible. Yes, you did. You did that mechanic correctly, which I always advocate for. The problem here is wave slow pushing towards you, so the level 2 cheese is gonna happen eventually. You tumbled into a Karma Q range. This is the easiest Karma Q for life, and now Jinx can do cooldown zone of influence trading. So obviously her auto attack's down right now for 0.8 seconds. What she can do here is walk forward while you try to walk away, and then Q, and then auto you once right here. So the damage gets traded back. So Karma Q, 1 Jinx Q auto, and more importantly, this fucker can't do anything. So this is not good to go for this, but you didn't get hard punished. So if you're telling me, Saskia, I'm doing this because I'm an Emerald, and I know these players are gonna give me an inch, so I'll take a mile, then that is correct. If that is going through your mind, because you can do this shit against lower elo players. So that is both correct and wrong what you did there. In Challenger, that was very wrong, but in this elo, I think it was fine then, I guess, because you didn't get punished for it. But one day you will get punished and it'll hurt a lot. But I would never go for that play. It's just too risky. I think you lose the game off that. What potion did he just use? Am I crazy?
I got a biscuit.
Oh no, you can use your health potion. On what? Let me see. No, go back, mini map. Wait, why'd you use your health potion here? Hold up.
I don't know. Don't know.
Okay. Because you're gonna lose value out of this health potion, because you're not getting 100% 150 HP from it. You're only getting about 100 HP, and you were leveling up soon, so I don't think it was worth it there. The only time you want to use health potion is when you are absolutely like everyone full all in like a mofo, then you want to go. Or when you know for sure that you have 1000% value out of it, where it's like, oh shit, I'm at 250 HP, less than my main health. I pop it, I'm guaranteed 100% value. And then if you ever run biscuits on any other AD carry, which I never think you should, you pop this, I think, when you're low, right? Yeah. When you're as low as possible. But not too low, where you're just gonna die. Okay. So that was good. That was perfect. You timed it with Jinx auto attack. Of course you tanked the Q, but I think the trade is still worth it for Vayne. That was bad. You walked inside Jinx zone of influence on the minion, and then she popped it, and you popped. So right now is a prime example of a time where you should be postured forward. Because look at Nautilus' positioning. He's in the bush, and now notice the enemy team immediately responds to that. Because right now, these two need to assume that this guy is in the worst possible position for them, which is right here. Because they can't see him. They drop 2 wards over here. So what you need to do in this situation is you need to position right here. Plenty of space to dodge Jinx W. If Jinx Qs and walks towards you, fucking all in her. Because now Nautilus just walks in and then just autos him right here or hooks him right here. And look at Karma's positioning. So right now, I really dislike where you're standing. Because you're not standing in a position to maximize everything you possibly can. Because right now, you want the minion. Okay, cool, I agree with you. I want the minion too. But I also see Nautilus... Sorry, I'm sick. Posturing forward. So then I will want to stand here, where I can last hit the minion. And I'm ready to posture on Nautilus hook in case he actually goes in. And I have plenty of range to dodge Jinx W in case she actually shoots it. And you can kind of see the jungler. If he does decide to do some weird timing gank, which is now. Because it's 3 camps, red, and then Raptors, and then they reroute bot lane. But they should never do that in this situation. So do you see how standing here has significantly more value, and it still achieves exactly what you want to do, while not putting you in a position to die, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Second, let me drink water. Go ahead.
If I remember correctly, I tried to fix it by walking forward here. But, yeah.
Get his ass! Yup. Auto the Karma. Good. Let me see, did you play this correctly?
I think I could have went sooner.
Oh yeah, you'd be up way faster. This Jinx is an absolute troll. Okay, start autoing Karma.
She's really bad.
You fixed your positioning too much here, which is okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine what you did. Okay, yeah, so you guys get Jinx Flash, good. You pop a ward. That's crazy that I'm witnessing a level 3 brand gank in Emerald Elo with a guy named Gregus OnlyFans. That's crazy.
So,
anyways,
I'm not gonna lie. Lately, I've been getting camped, like, incredibly hard. It doesn't really happen that, like, okay, I get ganked a few times this game, but no, like, I've been getting ganked every time I walk back to lane sometimes. In the past 2 days.
Then you have to position here, in case it can't happen to you. This is intentional. I mentioned this a lot in my videos, where I always route a certain way, and I'm ready to flash an ability that comes out. Like, I'm already postured forward. Maybe it's because I'm an old man, and I play the game for a long time, and I've seen that cheese happen a million times, but I'm ready for those things. And even when I'm side laning as Vayne, I'm assuming someone is in a bush. If I don't see them on the map, ready for their ability to come out of the bush. That is how you want to be playing Vayne. It's a very victim mindset, but it's what will keep you alive in certain situations. This, however, is illegal. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. So this is just like, I don't know. Is he allowed to do this? Okay, so you guys do see him walking bot for a split second. So yes, you guys have to be careful here. Okay, so you guys know Brand is coming bot lane. Ward, good. You spot him. Cool, you juked it. Perfect. Don't ever angle like this. Whenever someone's chasing you, you always continue walking straight. Because walking straight is always the most efficient path to escape someone. Unless you want to pull him a certain way. To like, re-angle him or something for his support. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep, let's keep going. Unless they're coming from an angle too. Then you don't walk straight. Like for example, let's say you're getting ganked, right? You don't walk straight away. Because their meetup point is going to be right here. You want to walk like down here, you know what I mean? So then you can make the meetup point over here instead. This is very two common meetup points when you're getting ganked right here. Boom, you get ganked right here. And then for a red side, the next meetup point is right here. Where jungler comes in, you as a Vayne AD carry arc yourself downwards, and then you have to dodge shit over here, play the situation right there. Anyways, let's keep going. So right now, Nautilus is gone. You're bending a knee, which is good. You're chilling, AFK, just farming. This is correct. Right here, this is a beautiful wave state. This is a solo kill on Jinx in 2 seconds. I hope. I pray to God. So right now, wave state's right here. Pushed up. Anytime, Nautilus can pop flash, and then boom, we go. Alright. Go, Nautilus! Go, my brother! This is good. That was perfect. Come on. So your posture right here should be right, I think here. Right here is really troll. That's really bad. You don't want to be there. Right here is the closest you can get to Jinx. But also not too close where you can get hit by abilities. Like that. And it's still yet inside minion range so that you can last hit. So you're triple min maxed here.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. Unlucky. Honestly, just go for it. Come on, Nautilus. Okay. GG. That's first blood. Oh, that's a kill. Wait. You're griefing. No. That was literally everything you'd asked for. Karma's supposed to tank this hook, by the way. Okay, so all you do here is very simple. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you pathed. You flash. You have to. You have no choice. You have to. And then just auto
as soon as I did it, I knew it was a mistake.
Yeah. Okay. The funny thing is you guys got him even through your mistake, but this mistake is very costly because right now the wave is slow pushing back towards them, and you're gonna be losing a lot of minions because the wave's gonna be right here in 1.5 waves by the time you get back, and it's absolutely fucked for you. Because if you were alive here because you flashed, and the funny thing is you flashed anyways, so why not flash right away? You would have got the kill, you would have fixed the wave, you would have cleared this wave, and then you would base. And then you would be down 1 wave worth of tempo, but that would be fine. Because look right now, you're so fucked. So when the enemy has no flash, and you have flash, use your flash very willingly on like the first ability that will hit you. In this case, is Jinx E. You might even use it on Jinx W sometimes, and you might even use it on Karma Alt Q, just to not get hit by the damage and slow to outplay your opponents. And yeah, now the wave's slow pushing towards them. You're now walking back into a lane where the wave's on their side. Enemy jungler might want to gank you. This guy's a fucking idiot because he's just hard shoving the wave, which he should not be doing. But Emerald Elo, it's all good. And now the wave is bouncing back towards you. So he bailed you out of this game essentially. So right now you want to AFK. that was really bad to tank an auto from him. Because I don't think the minion was even low HP for you to even walk up.
It wasn't.
Yeah. So right now, you're just entering someone's zone of influence for no reason. That's all I'm hearing here. Because if this was like a melee minion that was 1 HP, and you're like, okay, fuck it, Saskia, I'm tanking 1 Jinx Q auto for this melee minion, then I agree with your whatever you want to say. But right now, there's no argument for you to even walk forward here, because you know that the enemy jungler can be bot side, because he based and he's doing Krugs right now at this timer, if you've been paying attention to a Mumu map. And a lot of times, junglers can actually skip this, because if they see, holy shit, the wave's frozen towards my bot lane, they skip the Krugs, run bot, gank bot, and then they can just leave, and then go back to farming Krugs, do the Raptors, and then pass topside again. So this is something that you have to keep in mind, and I do this too when I'm playing Vayne top lane particularly, is when is the second rotation going to be from the enemy jungler, and for the wave state, what should I have to do to deal with this? Like if the wave state's slow pushing towards them, okay, I'm fucking off and just playing safe. Or I'm deep warding and then getting like playing a holding a very defensive positioning and running away. Right now, the reason why I said it Jinx should have froze there is because you're fucked if Jinx froze there. Because now you have to walk up as a Vayne with your dinky little autos trying to push out a wave halfway underneath their turret while their jungler's on your side of the map. And now the movement's gonna do Krugs because he's an Emerald, and then he'll realize, oh my god, Vayne is overextended. Let's go bot lane. Of course, in Challenger Elo, the jungler would say, fuck the Krugs, we're going bot right now. And then you're fucked. Because Nautilus is not there yet, his tempo is ruined, and you're frozen on. Now, if you AFK and don't touch the wave, now you lose gold. You'll get the EXP, cool, but you lose the gold. If Jinx walks up and clears the wave, though, which is what happened, now you AFK and then you're fine. You can literally stand right here, and the wave will eventually push in towards you, and then you're fine. So, that is all the scenarios that could have happened there. You got bailed out, and all I saw was you walking into a Jinx auto for fun. Wait, unless you told me, Saskia, I'm purposely tanking this auto on the Q auto on the minions to push the wave towards me, which is already pushing towards you, then I also like that plan too. That's a good plan. But these things have to be intentional.
It was not intentional
yes.
that time.
I really dislike not intentional gameplay. But if you're thinking about these things and doing it on purpose, then I love it. Okay.
I was actually thinking, I was like, it's fine that I tanked the auto because I have Vamp Scepter. So I'm just gonna lifesteal it back anyway.
Okay.
But it's bad mentality anyway.
No, that's fine. But then the reasoning, there has to be another reasoning, because that reasoning alone isn't good enough. Like the reasoning has to be, oh, I'm tanking it so that it pushes the minions faster. Or I'm tanking it because I'm going for 1 melee minion here, and I've accepted that I'm tanking this 1 auto. Then that's fine. But if we're just tanking it for fun, because at that point you're just arguing that, hey Saskia, I got 20 mana from Jinx. What does 20 mana do? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So it's normally funneling in here as an AD carry is very bad, but because Jinx W is down, it's fine. And Karma isn't postured up, because this is the death trap of AD carry. Same as right here. You only stand here when you're getting tower dove, when you have absolutely no choice. But even then, I would like still stand over here if I'm getting tower dove, and I'd only go here once I'm desperate. But yeah, try to never enter this area against any champions who have single line abilities like Caitlyn Q, Jinx W, Karma Alt Q, Morgana Q. You get the point, because I'm pretty sure you've ran into that mistake many times in the past already.
I have.
But right now it's fine because they're not positioned forward. Good. Karma Alt Q down. Alright, Nautilus, let's go. We can go again. We can go again on this fucker. Oh my god, it's so free. Ah, they're not walking up, bitches. Okay. Which is correct from them. Don't walk up. Good. This is exactly what I like to see on Vayne AD carry. Min-maxing everything you possibly can. Right there, you got like 10 damage on her. Congrats. Good. Bad. Let me see what you could have done here for that Q. So something you have to be careful when you're doing this is zone of influence cooldown trading. So right now you're trading when they're autoing, but you have to be careful. If a good AD carry recognizes that you're doing this very often, they will walk forward right away as you walk backwards. So then they can maintain the range. I call this a spacing and tethering concept, where they can maintain your range on you, even if their auto attack is down. But right now, obviously in this case, this guy has built up a profile in this entire game that he isn't going to do that. So keep taking advantage of it.
Okay.
But let's see what you did wrong here. Okay, so you autoed a minion. You queued forward. Okay, this is fine. You auto. You kited backwards immediately. I guess you have to go side. No. So right here, you were gonna get cooldown traded no matter what. You were gonna get Jinx autoed. Because you guys autoed at the same time, then you queued, but in that time that you queued, the next Jinx auto is available. So right now, you don't take the most efficient path possible to escape. You take the sideways path to trade another auto. Because right now, look at Nautilus' positioning. It's sexy. He's gonna walk up. He's gonna get a guaranteed 100% chance of a Q, not to land, but to have a chance of hitting. And if he doesn't, because Jinx goes forward, then he just walks up and autos, and she's fucked. So what you want to do here, is instead of doing the most efficient path away, is do an efficient path to the right or to the left. And right now you're gonna tank minion aggro, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Because the objective here is to do another auto attack somewhere. That's the objective here. Because right now, Nautilus has a guaranteed 100% chance to be able to do something here. To miss a hook, land a hook, or auto attack if Jinx reads forward. And right now, this is a good trade because, sure, you're level 4 versus level 5 Jinx. Doesn't fucking matter. If two sides, if a melee matchup gets on top of a ranged matchup, when it comes to a 100-0 fight, the melee matchup is winning 100%. Boom. Get on his ass. Go! Nah. You're trolling! Okay, this is what you need to do. Position downwards and even to the wall. That's really it. Okay, so this is all correct. You turn here, which is correct. Cool. Right now, you do not want to go here to enter Karma's zone of influence. That is the worst thing you could do. Because now 2 people have access to you, and you don't want that. You want to remove that possibility as long as possible. So what you do instead is you kite down here into the minions behind Nautilus. Sure, you're tanking all the minions. Who gives a fuck? No one cares. But Karma can't hit you with autos for a while. She has to walk up to here, then she can auto you. And better yet, she has to flash up here if she wants to alt Q you or whatever it may be. So, and third of all, you get into a position where your E is likely to put Jinx into the wall as he's CC'd by this Nautilus. So you will be able to output your E damage, which is a lot of damage, by the way. If you actually do the math, 65 is the initial one. If they collide, it's 100. Think about that. 150 damage. That's crazy, right? Like people don't recognize the second part of Vayne damage is so massive. That's why sometimes at level 4, I'll level my E again. So 2 points in E for a top tower dive. Because the damage is the highest amount of damage that you can possibly get with 1 skill point. But obviously that's a very niche scenario, 1 in 100 games. But the point I'm trying to make here is you need to position mainly to not get hit by this Karma autos. Karma LQ. And for Jinx to get potentially pushed into the wall because she's going to get CC'd for 10 years by Nautilus. So that's your opportunity to pop her into the wall. You will lose damage being her into the wall. Because now you have to walk forward up to here to auto attack Jinx here. But it's worth it. Because in that entire time, you're not tanking Jinx autos. A boom. Now you enter Karma's zone of influence. Here's the positive, okay, about the situation. The wave is still slow pushing towards you, so I'm happy with this trade. It's still fine. As long as Nos does not fuck the wave and start popping E's. Yep, wave's pushing towards you. Oh, he smurfs. Oh, baby. Is he smurfing or are they bad? Let me see.
They're bad.
Okay, when does he pop his biscuits? This is like the most important thing right here. Now, start popping biscuits now. He's not smurfing. He's fucking. He got lucky. Oh my god! He got so lucky. That's crazy. Could he have killed two? Let me see. Because right now you're supposed to pop biscuits. Like right now. Like this is the panic time. Start popping both as fast as you can. Nah, he should have walked towards Karma 100% here. Karma has jack shit left. You pop your biscuits, she's never killing you in a million years. She has no alt Q. Dude, he would have got the auto. Oh my god. He's a noob. It's all good.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, wave slow pushing towards you. That's why I was perfectly fine with everything that you did. You're inting. Because there are certain timers where you're allowed to int as an AD carry. If it's beneficial for you, and that is literally one of them, because the wave's slow pushing towards you, and when you both the AD carries die, you'll get back to a nice juicy wave while they have to walk up awkwardly into a position where they can get ganked, such as now. But of course, we all know that Xin Zhao's top side, even the enemy team knows. So right now you're in a 1v1 against Jinx. This is a particular time that if you think you can int the Jinx if you want. Because you're not going to int, like, you're not going to die. That's not what I'm saying. But you can run her down, because who wins in a 1v1 against Vayne versus Jinx? In theory, right? It's always the Vayne. 100%. Whether you want to argue at 6 or not, past 6, for sure past 6. Pre-6, you could lose if you're trolling, or if she has slightly item lead. But this is the fundamentals. Is waves on this side, you can do these all-ins against Jhin, Sivir, Ezreal, maybe, if you are good enough to dodge his Qs, and Jinx as Vayne. So right now, personally, I would look to see if I can walk up, not to Q into him, to see if you could walk into him to begin your auto attack fiesta. Because if you ever Q into him, you're never killing him. You have to be able to walk into him in a way where it's like you're all the way really close to him, and then now you can walk him down, because he's gonna walk this way, and you're gonna walk him down with your passive, and then of course you'll angle towards him to maintain your passive, and you can get maybe to 60% of his HP by over here, and then he fucks off, and then you come back, and then you guys play the wave, and then that is an advantageous trade because you have Vamp Scepter in this situation, and the wave is slow pushing towards Jinx, so maybe Nautilus comes back, lands a hook, la-di-la-di-da, or maybe you guys tower dive. I don't know, right? So this is something that you should be looking for, specifically against literally the AD carries that I named. Don't do it against other AD carries that are crazy, like Draven. You know what I mean? No. But against Jinx, Sivir, Jhin, and maybe Ezreal, you want to look to do this. If it's somewhat even. If they're ahead, oh no. See, if you ever queue into them, I literally just said it. It will never work, ever. You have to find the walk into them. That's the thing. And it's fine to walk into their auto attack, because now they're going to stand still and auto you once. But then now that's all you wanted. Because now you auto them, then now you Q, and then now you have to dodge their shit, and then now you can run them down. Because now the Jinx W comes out, you have to be able to dodge that. Okay? See? That's literally what I just said. You just said you need better dodging, but yeah. Once you can walk into them, you will win the trade. If you Q into them, you lose the trade. Boom, boom, boom. That's fine. Here's what you can do here. Here's a funny trick, okay? I call this the Vayne top shit test. When you're playing against the Vayne top, and you're playing any melee champion that runs at the Vayne top, you're gonna run towards them, the Vayne's gonna Q backwards. Okay, this is standard stuff, we all know this. Now, you're gonna turn around because the Vayne just tumbled. But here's what you do. When the Vayne tumbles backwards, you turn around for a split second like this. All you're trying to do is make your character look in the opposite direction for 0.1 seconds, okay? And what this immediately does to the Vayne top player is the Vayne top player now goes, oh, that guy turned around, let me also turn around, okay? So then the Vayne top player turns around, but then you only turned around for 0.1 seconds, so you basically never moved. But then now you turn around too. And now, as we know, off of just basic physics, two objects moving in the same direction is double the speed. We both know this. This is basic physics. So the Vayne walks forward, but the melee champion also walks forward. And now you see how the Vayne's fucked?
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do. I call it the Vayne top shit test. Very common into the Darius versus Vayne top for the Darius player to do. Now, this is the exact scenario happening here. You went forward, and then now you went backwards, but now the Jinx said, "Oh, the enemy Vayne walked backwards. Let's walk forward now and cool down a zone of influence trade." Imagine if you didn't keep walking, but you only looked backwards and walked forward here. How fucked would she be? Right? Because now you can continue autoing, walk forward, auto. Depending on where she places the trap, if she's good. If she places it light towards her, you can't chase her. If she places it deep, you go past it. If she ever W's, doesn't matter if she lands it or not. It literally does not matter. If you're walking towards it, if she ever W's, and if you even tank it, it's fine. Because one object standing still, but one object moving towards is still full distance relative to this guy towards her. That's what I'm trying to say. So right now, you should have done the shit test on her. Because you're winning, my brother. My brother, you got Vamp Scepter, you're fucking Vayne AD carry. See, notice how when he did the exact thing I said before I even saw it, you're winning. But right now, this is an example of not good gameplay. So this is, I'll talk about this in my Dunzo manifesto about you. Spacing and tethering, aka being able to stay in range to auto to your opponents while they can't auto you for Vayne top. But for AD carry, it's about being able to stick to someone if you have advantageous auto attacks and they do not. Think about it like this. Imagine a Caitlyn and a Sivir, and they don't have any abilities in League of Legends. They just have their auto attack range, right? Think about if both players were scripting, Caitlyn will infinitely be able to auto Sivir, is that correct? No matter what Sivir does.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is basically how you want to be able to view it in this situation. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to script, but I'm telling you to read into human psychology a little bit, because everything I just listed off fucking happens. The shit test. Oh my god, what is this guy doing? What are you doing? That's the worst part. No. Okay, let me see. Okay, so your Q is down. You walk forward. Cool. You cannot auto attack here in a million years. You have to just walk. Just to see where Jinx traps. Because we both know what Jinx does. We can both agree with this. She is going to fucking trap somewhere. You do not want to efficiently output your damage here, but rather you want to walk and see where she places the traps. Right now, this is incorrect. First of all, the problem is you're so far up at Jinx. That's the first problem. You should never be this far up, okay? So if I'm coaching Jinx here, you're fucking griefing. Second of all, you should light trap as Jinx. The reason why you light trap is because Vayne Q CD is down. If Vayne walks like this, she won't catch you. If Nautilus walks like this, now you have to dodge the hook right here by pathing like this, and then you continue going forward. So light trap is the best way to do this. Long trap is very bad because now we're going back to your coaching. If she long traps, you just keep walking the entire time. Right now, you should never do damage to Jinx ever in a million years, because right now we both agreed. The League of Legends agrees, not me and you, that you will never get outran by Jinx, because you have your passive. You're at 360, she's at 325. We both see this, right? And to go back to grade school when you're in grade like 7, and you're playing tag with your friends in real life. If one guy is faster than the other, the guy who's chasing wants to just run in a straight line infinitely, right? Because the guy running in a straight line infinitely will eventually catch up to the guy who is slower than them running in a straight line. So now in this situation, that's the exact same thing. You just want to run in a straight line forever and wait until the Jinx trap comes out. If it never comes out, obviously eventually just auto her when your Q is back up, because now once you have the Q flexibility to dodge the Jinx trap before they materialize on the ground and actually trap you, then you fucking win. Because it doesn't matter where she fucking places it at that point. Could be a light trap, could be a long trap. You're easily dodging that shit. And yeah, you just run her down from there. Any questions here about my whole spiel? Okay.
You're right though. I shouldn't have gotten trapped by that.
I think you guys kill her still. Oh, she's so bad. That's how bad that Jinx positioning was she trapped you and she still went down. That's how bad it was. And keep in mind, the meetup positioning was right here, right? From the gank, from Vayne and Nautilus.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. If, like, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. Like, if you're in a position where... Yeah, I have nothing to say. That was just so bad. I'm gonna be
honest, I should have carried this game.
Oh, you lost. Okay. Well, I can see how that happens, because the Jinx just fucking presses Q and just autoed 3 fucking melee champions 9 miles back. Would I have ran barrier this game? No, I would run exhaust. No, I only run barrier if I'm against a Caitlyn or a Karthus, because obviously you need to barrier their ults. But against this, like, exhaust is so much better, because if you time an exhaust at the perfect timing, you get more value out of the heal reduction compared to barrier. Now, of course, exhaust is 30 seconds longer, la-di-da-di-da, but it also unlocks the ability to side lane as Vayne AD carry. And right now, you have a control mage mid, Lux. She wants to stay grouped forever. And the enemy team has an Mbessa, which will be matched by Darius. Now, who's going to match you? Brand. But is Brand going to land shit on you in late game? No. So, if you side lane as an AD carry in this game and play like a Vayne top, you win the game. Automatically. Which is a very unique trait that no other AD carries have, but Vayne. What the fuck am I watching? I'm like sitting here talking, and this guy is walking into people's zone of influence for absolutely no reason. Karma is warding. You have no value from walking up this far. This is fucking crazy. Is this not crazy?
Yeah. No, that's why I'm saying I should have won this game.
This is fucking crazy. Okay, anyways, hard shove the wave. Oh, and in regards to that Vayne top thing, I'm not going to sit here and explain how to side lane, because you can just watch any Vayne top video, but you can play like a Vayne top in this game once the transition happens, because of your control mage mid, and because of their control mage mid, which is Brand. Yep, grow some balls, finish that one off, start autoing this, you're too slow. You have to emphasize speed. So right there, you auto this, which is good. If you want to do some fancy shit, you can go along the wall and Q along the wall. Everyone knows that mechanic since Season 2. But you don't have to. It's just optional. But here's the thing, okay? Right here, in this situation, the faster you use your abilities, the faster they come up. That sounds like a very dumb concept, but it's very true. And as long as you're using your abilities for something that's valuable or efficient, it's perfectly fine. So right now, I dislike how you're autoing, unless you're telling me, Saskia, I think the enemy jungler is coming in a second. I'm going to save my mana so that I can use 1 Q and then regen my mana for a potential E, or to use 4 Qs. Then that's fine. But right now, in this situation... Actually, no, you guys grief. You guys should have based. My bad. Okay, and then right now, you don't take tower, you base. And let me explain why. This is tempo now. Because we both agree Jinx just spawned. We can see in 4K, right? If you click tab. If you base right now, you are going to be behind Jinx 10 seconds worth of tempo. Which means she will push the next wave. And then you will get back. And you will catch the wave as it's crashing into the tower. So you don't lose any minions if you base right now. If you take this plating, you will now be behind 25 seconds worth of tempo, which means she'll push the wave, and then you will lose that entire wave, and you'll maybe get 1 mage minion at best. Fortunately, it's a cannon wave. No, it's not. It won't be a cannon wave on the next wave. It is a cannon wave on the next wave, but it's the wave after that you'll get. But sorry, you will get the 1 mage minion because the cannon will tank long enough. I apologize. You will get back for 1 mage minion. Because the cannon will tank like 7 turret shots. If you stay for the plate and you push out the wave, you will lose all 6 minions on the wave spawning after this. Because your tempo is now down by 45 seconds because you had to spend extra time to push out a cannon. And you went for the plating on top of that. So let's see what happens here. And these are things. This is the #1 killer, by the way, of every single person I coach in League of Legends who plays Vayne, who says, Saskew, I always get a lead in lane, but I lose the game. And I always fucking see this exact play happen over and over again, where they overstay the map, the enemy pushes, they lose 2 platings, and then they lose 2 minions. 2 waves worth of minions. So this is a prime example. You guys should not be pushing this, you guys should have based. Fortunately, by the way, their karma said, fuck this Jinx. So I don't think you guys get punished. Okay, now you base. Now, Jinx hard shoves. Okay, and you don't get punished for it. You get the wave in time. Alright, lucky you. But if Karma was there, by the way, you're not even seeing this wave, okay? You won't even see it. Karma alt Qs, Jinx pops up a couple autos, and then the wave's just into the tower. But do you understand everything I just explained there on the timing aspect?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
You're trying to retain tempo.
Yes. And it's very important that, like, you could take the plate there. If you looked at the next wave earlier and said it was a cannon wave, and said, oh shit, we're not gonna pick plate. If the next wave was a non-cannon wave, you can take the plate. Because you can clear the non-cannon wave, and then base. And the likelihood of the next wave being cannon is very high. So you'll come out, and it's fine because you'll lose 1 melee minion, and they'll hard shove, but then that cannon soaks up 7 tower shots, so you can get back in time. Because I know every League player has ran into this problem where they base, they come back, and all they get is 2 mage minions. That is why it's very important to base on cannon waves that are coming, when you know they're coming, because then you know, okay, I'm going to lose one melee minion. I'll definitely get the cannon EXP, so you get big XP. You'll probably lose the gold, but you get now 2 melees and 3 mages. Alright, let's keep going. Hard shove here, cool. Rotate into river. Okay, this is fine too, I guess. But these guys are just fucking them. Are you watching? That is the only explanation I have here. Honestly, I don't even fucking hate it. That's fucking hilarious.
This is the most in thing you're gonna see this game.
That's crazy. Oh, you still win, you still win, you still win! No! That's crazy.
Yeah, that was I was kicking myself for that when I did that last night. But I was also I'm just tilted. I'm gonna be real.
Are you tilted from what your teammates did or happened?
No, just from earlier on in the night.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm on like a 2 or 3 game loss streak.
Okay. Okay. So obviously you watching your teammates is troll. That's that. You tank a jinx up here is troll. You delayed your ult a lot, which sometimes you have to delay your ult. Not this is not one of those times. But the reason why is because ult delaying is very important sometimes, because if you ult too quickly, it's like I call it the showing up to an orgy and then just finishing in like 5 minutes, and then now you're sideline watching for the rest of the night. You don't want that to happen, because if you pop your ult too quickly, what ends up happening is that they're close to the tower, they can just fuck off. You know what I mean? And then now they just AFK until your ult is down, then they now walk forward. But if you don't pop ult, it reels them in. It makes them feel like, ooh, we can do some stuff to this guy. But then now that allows you to output a bit more damage before you actually pop your ultimate. And then you actually go in. So I understand if you're trying to argue with me, hey Saskew, I'm trying to reel them in. Then I agree with you. But right there, you have to pop your ult right away. Because that guy was not escaping. Even if you ran full speed towards his turret, you were still going to be here auto-attacking him outside of tower range. But even through all your mistakes, tanking the minion wave, not popping ult to break invisibility, you could have won. All you had to do was just auto-E him at one point at any given time, just for the E damage, and you would have won. Even right now. Actually, you don't kill him right now with E. Do you? 97 damage, 61 HP, but you have ult to increase the damage of E. I think you still kill him, brother.
I think I do, yeah.
You kill him, then you have to auto a minion right away. Right away. Before all these autos land, so that you can lifesteal around 18 HP to live. Long enough for Triumph to come in to heal you 100 HP. You lost to a recurve bow, Hearthbound Axe called Jinx. Jinx. No, this is illegal. Okay. Alright, la-di-da-di-da. So right there, that was simple. How do I put it? You're looking away, which you should not be. There's no point watching. Unless you're playing Ezreal or Jinx to actually ult across the map. And even after you ult, you don't look at the ultimate. You go back to your camera. And whatever happens, happens from there. You let Jesus take the wheel. And of course, that second Jinx W was troll. Alright, let's see it. You get into the fight, start slapping some autos, go back bot lane. No. Whenever you move into river for a play and the play is probably done, you never overextend. Another mistake every single side laner does, top laner and AD carry. Boom. Unless the Nautilus is saying, yo, motherfuckers, we're going, and spam pinging like a mofo, then obviously you keep following. But right now, this is done. You run back bot lane and you play bot wave, so you don't fall behind an EXP. Sure, you're catching mid, but why the fuck do you want to send Lux bot? Right? You don't want her to awkwardly run bot lane. You go back bot lane here, you fix the wave. Obviously, it's not, nothing has to be fixed, but you want to get back to bot lane. Is that Nautilus spamming? No, that's a boom spamming. No, this is not working in a million years. You need to go back bot. Ah, look at that beautiful wave bot lane. You guys gotta kill mid, you go down. What the hell's going on bot? Ah, you're so fucking lucky. You're so lucky. That's crazy. Your luck this game is insane. Holy fuck. Nah, my luck is not like this. Hallelujah, baby. Okay. But you see my point though, right? Like, you want a nice, like, consistent source of income over and over again without fucking over the game. Like, that was just all fuck. Like, that really didn't achieve anything. Fighting there, like, starting to push mid. All it does is confuse his Lux. You guys trade, like, you guys don't even set up, like, Dragon, like, off of it, because Dragon's down, first of all. Like, I would only be fighting if I see an objective up. Or, like, if someone is absolutely just running it down, like in bot lane. Otherwise, I'm bot lane, pushing wave, focusing tower, and just keeping the game as standard as possible. Good auto. Alright. Let's see the invis engage. I'm just joking. But I'm sure you're aware of the invis engage. You pop out in the bush, then you Q.
Yeah.
Then you walk towards them, la-di-da-di-da. Easy stuff. Would I have gone for 3 autos here? Let me see. Okay, so we know Karma's here. You went for a Q. Auto. Would I auto? Juke, auto. Jinx W, juke back upwards, auto. I think you can do that. You're allowed to do that here. You can end here. It's fine. I don't think you should go for 1 auto, especially after she went for 2 autos on a minion, then Krakened your ass. I would have went for 2 more here. Because if she does 2 more, it's 2 non-Kraken autos. But then if you do 2 more, it's a W proc, and then plus PTA, and then you fuck off. And would I have queued forward is my question. I would know. I think I would have walked into her. And then get
Probably
auto.
queued, right?
Yeah, auto Q, auto, yep. And then third auto has to be positioned in a way where we can dodge Jinx W. Yeah, because if you walked out here, you would have got it. And then Q here, auto. She Jinx autos W, you juke back upwards, you auto, fuck off into the bush, she can't see you. And you don't tank a second Kraken auto, because her third auto would be Kraken. Starting now. So she'd 1-2 you, and then she wouldn't get the 3. Unless she has a blue trinket, which she can't, because she's level 8. And the trade would be worth it for you. PTA, Blade of the Rune King for 3 autos, and Vayne W. So worth it. Oh, get in there. I don't give a fuck that Amumu's coming. Get your ass in there, my boy. No, what are you doing? Okay. So, right here, in this scenario, by going forward, you're actually moving away from Amumu. But by going forward, not only are you moving away from Amumu, you're moving into Jinx, so you get double value still. Because right now, we both agree Amumu's bot lane, right? We can both see it in 4K.
Yeah.
Off of that. So right now, going this way is very bad. You have to go this way. Because going this way still makes you move away from Amumu. So you're moving away from a zone of influence. Obviously, you're willing to tank Jinx Karma, but who gives a fuck? Jinx Karma. 1-6 Jinx, 4-0 Karma. What the fuck is 4-0 Karma gonna do? Just full all in this bitch. Imagine if you popped ult right away and you just rammed your keyboard and mouse forward, you'd be perfectly fine right now. Wailing on the Jinx the entire time. Even if Jinx traps you right here, even if Karma W's right here, it doesn't matter. You're just wailing on her the entire time, and then she's dead. I promise you. Even if you tanked everything here, you would have won. But because you went this way, you walked into Amumu's zone of influence, and now he's able to actually impact the fight on you. Because remember, 2 objects moving in the same direction is double the speed. You move towards Amumu, he moves towards you, double speed. If you moved away from him, then it would take longer for him to get access to the fight. But by then, Jinx is gone. Now you're wailing on the Karma. You got your Triumph proc from Jinx. You're wailing on the Karma. Maybe you get the Karma, Triumph proc there, pop an E into the Amumu into the wall. Boom, you're absolutely fucking vibing. That's it. Then you got like you got 1 mage minion, you got Nautilus standing in front of you. You got Barrier. This is a triple kill, 1000%. No questions asked. So going down your rabbit hole, you played really well. You dodged Jinx W, you dodged a Mumu Q. You dodged that one. This one I think you have to Q away. Yeah, you have to Q away. Because the tether is in range. I know the tether's up here. You have to break it up here. But you're not going back in. You're leaving. I know what's going through your mind though. You're like, oh, maybe I can proc the 3rd W. Maybe try to burn her because I'm dead anyways, right? That's what's going through your mind. But that's incorrect. Yeah. Get him! Unlucky. Okay. So yeah, sometimes going forward is actually safer. Especially when you have Triumph on Vayne. Because you can just fight to the death, you get your ult reset, so it lasts longer. And then you're standing behind a Nautilus the entire time. Alright. Let's keep going. And here's the thing, with every scenario I'm describing. You have to... Like, I'm helping you with one game, but you have to be able to systemize these things in a way where it can be repeatable throughout every single game. Okay? This is the most important thing. You have to see the patterns that are happening over and over again, so that when you're in the moment, you can make the decision based on previous experience to help aid you in your current scenario, so that you can actually improve. Because if you keep going into the same mistake over and over again, where like, let's say you see the enemy jungler ganking you, and that exact scenario happens when you're Vayne 6, and the jungler won't actually be in the fight for a solid 4 seconds, then you go forward. Especially if the Nautilus already landed CC, or whoever is CCing on your teammate, right? Leona, Thresh, whatever it may be. So, you want to systemize these things, okay? So right now, I'm explaining these things. All these are... They all seem like one-off things, but I'm moving towards... a way where you're able to spot these things on repeat over and over again, which is, again, in the manifesto that I'll send you, where it systemizes things, like the zone of influence, how you should be standing, the physics game, 2 cars moving towards each other, 2 cars moving away from each other, etc., etc. Alright, get on this motherfucker. If he ever walks up, you run him the fuck down. Oh no, 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 this is the freest solo kill. Oh no, no! Yes! It's so free. It's so free. Good job. That's what you do.
Thank you.
Hard shove. honestly should go on the wall to output your Q faster. It actually is faster if you go along the wall by like 0.2 seconds per auto, but small deal.
Just optimizing.
Yep. And then there will be a 1 in a million fights where sometimes you actually have to Q in the wall if you want to live or output the damage fast enough instead of finishing the entire roll. Alright, you go bot. Push. Let's see the AD carry macro. Right now, you guys are not allowed to walk in. Let's see what you guys do. Because Darius is pushing top, he should be wailing on this tower like a mofo. You hold a flank angle on Vayne. Oh, this is so free. Yep, and then just fight this guy. Go, go. Tight. Oh my god, you're smurfing. Juke? Juke one more. Nah! Eat the karma! Eat the karma! Nah! It still worked! That's crazy! Okay. So, like, all this is smurfing. This is all ego, by the way. You only do this if you believe you're just that much better than them. But you are, in this case. So this is fine. You kite back.
I should have eaten the karma.
You eat the karma. Ding! Tether broken. 1v9 this guy. Go forward. 1v9 this guy. And then Amumu is dead. Even if he lands Q on you, it literally doesn't matter. That was an easy triple kill because of Flash Barrier. And Bit of the Rune King. And you break the tether of that guy. And Triumph. That's the most important thing. Triumph is a low-key fucking 1v9 like rune that you have to be taking advantage of. And imagine like how much damage you did. You see all that? Like even with all your mistakes, imagine if you just eat the karma. That'd been a triple kill, 100%. It had nothing left. But what you did there was challenger tier gameplay, by the way. On the Amumu engage, you dodged the Q. You dodged the ultimate. It was all very high elo. And then it went back to low elo after. But it's okay.
Yeah, it did.
It's the fact that you even spot those opportunities and take advantage of it. Because right there, you clearly entered a Amumu's zone of influence. We can all see that. But you kept moving in a way where it was about how to dodge it. Have you heard of the layer 0, layer 1, and layer 2 movement?
No.
Okay. So layer 0, let's say you're standing right here, and you're going to bard Q someone running, okay? Layer 0 movement is, this guy's running, and his brain is turned fucking off. He's just running in a straight line, you just shoot your bard Q where he's going to go, right? That's layer 0 movement. Layer 1 movement is Bard is standing here, this guy's walking, he recognizes, okay, Bard's going to Q right here, I'm going to juke backwards 1 step, and then walk forward. That's layer 1 movement. Layer 2 movement looks exactly like layer 0. Where this guy's walking, but he says, this Bard is going to do a layer 2 Q. So it's 1 layer above. He's going to predict that I'm playing on layer 1. So I'm going to walk straight. Because I'm playing on layer 2.
Games.
Yes, it's essentially just mind games. But right there, that's an example of how everything is. What you just did there. But you don't know what layer Amumu is playing on. Because he hasn't really ganked bot much, and when he did, it was just straight Qs. But each game, every single person builds a profile on themselves as they start playing the game, on how they like to move. And that's something that you have to take note of, especially against skill shot champions, such as Pyke, Thresh, and Nautilus, how they like to shoot their hooks. And then from there, it's your ability to play on the opposite layer of them when it comes to dodging. Or the same layer as them when they're shooting and you are dodging. That is what you want to do. The way to land a skill shot is to always play on the opposite layer of what someone's doing. But the way to dodge it is to play on the same layer that they are shooting at. Anyways, let's keep going. Alright, Vayne into Jinx. Who wins this? It's too fucking obvious. Hey, just run at him, bro. Maybe you don't know where they are. That's why you're scared. But you see Karma here. You see Ambessa bot lane. It's only Amumu that can be behind this guy. So even if Amumu ganks you, you still win. I would just run this guy down. Run! Go! Tank the Jinx auto. Just run towards him. Q past the Jinxie and then just start autoing him to death. Get the Bork proc and then run him down. And if you're really bad at League, you can flash after him. This shit is free! Go, go, go! Nah. Okay. Keep pushing top though. If you get ganked here by Jinx and Amumu, just outplay it. But you don't. They keep going. This is correct. Good. Would I base here? So you see Adacon's up. No, you don't base here. So now we're playing Vayne top, by the way. We're not playing Vayne AD here anymore. Right here. You hard shove top right here. Because in this situation, you're on opposite side map of Adc, and if you push top, you force Jinx to stay top. So if you push top right here, Jinx comes back top and she sits right here. Then now you rotate to mid to Adc. Jinx has to clear that wave, then she rotates, but notice how she's now 10 seconds behind you. And in that 10-second frame and window, you can now hard engage on the enemy team. Or, better yet, if you don't want to do that and you want to play the Saskia way, you push top, hide in his bush, see if Jinx clears or doesn't show, or even if she shows on the wave, you flash at her and just full all in her. Now you remove her off the map, and now what the fuck does the enemy team do? They're 4 mid bot side, their Jinx just died top, and the wave is right here. What are they supposed to do? If they send Ambessa to come back, you go to Adc, and now you just do Adc. Do you see that? So now you're creating a massive disparity.
And if they sack the wave top, should I just get turret?
Yes, then you just keep going. Because now it's a 4v4 here. If your teammates lose, that's their problem, not yours. You already did your job. Right? So whenever someone spam pings me, because I pulled someone top lane and now they're in a 4v4, I don't give a fuck. You're spam pinging me, bro? Like, you're in a 4v4, that's your problem, not mine. If it's a 5v4, you're allowed to ping me. But I'll still ignore it anyways, because I'm still getting top tower, you know what I mean? I always try to put myself in win-win situations no matter what. So right now, you're no longer playing Vayne AD carry, you're playing Vayne top. And Vayne top never bases here and runs the Adc. Because all you're doing now is you're coin flipping the 50-50. You're not making your own scenarios come true in this situation. Rather, you're coin flipping, you're rolling up, and then just trying to team fight. Which is still fine if you're trying to go for clips and montages, but I don't think you're trying to do that. I think you're trying to win. Yeah, you want to play Vayne top here and push top. Alright, let's see your team fighting. Here it is. Your positioning is garbage. We'll start with that. Because right now, you never ever want to funnel yourself into a position where it's so closed off. You love open field positionings as Vayne, because there's so much room to work around. More importantly, you have to clear this Herald before you can enter Adc. I don't think you will ever enter Adc like this as a Vayne, because oftentimes when an Adc fight happens in this area, the Circle of Doom is right here. Every single team fight has a Circle of Doom, okay? And the Circle of Doom, what that means is every single skill shot in the fucking game is being shot in that direction. And if you ever, as an AD carry, enter the Circle of Doom, you will just take damage to air. Okay? Just air will do damage to you. You don't even know what's hitting you, what's going on. You can't calculate all 5 people's zone of influences when you enter a Circle of Doom. It's not possible. You always want to enter from a different angle. And how you do that, when there's an Adc fight happening, is through here. Because when you're positioned here, you can clearly see, okay, one fucker standing here, one fucker standing here. You can calculate the zone of influence. The Circle of Doom is happening over here. Sure, you're holding a flank angle on AD carry, but it's way better. Like, and especially if your teammates all reroute like this, it becomes even better. Because now the Circle of Doom happens either here, so then now you can play here. Whale in your auto attacks here, outside of the Circle of Doom. And if it somehow happens here where the Circle of Doom is both here, then that means you can enter one side of the Circle of Doom and be able to play from that side. Because now it's now being half focused on both sides from the enemy team. So you're only getting hit by half the abilities instead of all of it. So right here, you should be playing through bot lane, not through this bot jungle angles. Notice how right here, how fucked it is. If you try to walk out through here, how fucked is it? It's really bad. But if you were here the entire time, it's so open and so free. So much breathing room to breathe and actually auto. Alright, get in there, my boy. Where did your HP go?
I think Brand hit.
So you start autoing. This is good. You hit the Ambessa. Good. You auto the Mumu. Good. Okay. So right here,
Maybe I don't queue forward.
You
I
entered
probably queue to the side, right?
4 people's zone of influences, so that's why you're dead. But however, if you played right here, and you only have access to Karma and Ambessa, Rift Herald, Amumu can't hit you, it would be a lot easier to play League of Legends right now, because you'd be willing on the Karma. And you're only inside, technically, 2 people's zone of influences. It'd be a lot easier to breathe. Oh, you got fucking knocked! Rough! Goodbye. Look at this frame. You're surrounded by 3 dudes. This is never the position you want to be in. This is a fine position if you opted yourself into this position to get on top of the enemy AD carry. However, the second you appear on the map and people can see you after you ult queued there, you have to burn flash, because every ability in the game is about to fly in that direction. So right when you show for 0.2 seconds, you flash somewhere and keep hitting the AD carry or whoever it is you're hitting. And by the way, if you ever do that in front of your friends, everyone's gonna think you're so good at League. They're gonna be like, oh my god, you're crazy. But in reality, all you did was just alt Q. You knew you were in between 5 dudes, and then now you just fucking flash right away. And then now you dodge like 4 abilities at the same time, and everyone thinks you're good at League. But in reality, you're not. You're just, all you did was just preemptively flash, knowing how humans respond when they see a fucking Vayne pop up in the middle of them. Alright, let's keep going. So for team fighting, avoid entering the Circle of Doom, if possible. Try to play on outskirts, because here's the thing about team fighting. It's not 5v5, ever. For you as an AD carry, it's a 1v1. It's 5 separate 1v1s. You position in a way where only one person can hit you at a time, and you hit that one person. And if you are the more fed AD carry, you will fucking win. It's just that simple. If you ever enter the zone of influences of multiple people, you better have a really good reason why you're doing that. Because maybe their AD carry is 30-0 and you're 0-5. Alright, go for it. I agree with you then. But you have to be ready to play it properly when you actually enter the zone of influence of multiple people. All I'm trying to do is make the game easier for you, not harder for you. By positioning, so that only one person, you can only deal with one person. But do you have any questions about that entire spiel?
No.
Okay.
No, I get it.
And moving forward again, these are the systems. You're going to see that Circle of Doom happen on repeat. I know you're going to enter that Circle of Doom in the future and be like, oh, that's what Sasuke was talking about. Because I'm trying to teach you in a way where when you make a mistake in the future, you can immediately know what it was that was the mistake, right? Whether it was the zone of influence, whether it was Circle of Doom, whether it was the spacing and tethering that lost you the kill, whether it was mechanical execution, whatever it may be. I'm trying to make it so that every mistake that you do, you already know what the fuck you did wrong. I think the only thing I didn't talk about in this game was wave management really deep. I only talked about tempo, but yeah, maybe we have another game. We'll see. Alright, la-di-la-di-da, you push, Jinx responds to the wave, you rotate, numbers advantage, it's fucking free. This is the triple kill right here. Get in there, boom, boom, boom. What?
Karma flashed on me and my team was leaving with full HP.
Wait. This is off of just simple numbers. This is a winning fight. This is crazy. How is there not a ward in that bush? Nah! This is so illegal, man. Holy fuck. No, it's a 5v3.
I thought I was gonna win this here too, but then...
Oh, you accepted the 1v3. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going into this expecting that this was gonna be a 5v3, but this ended up being a 1v3.
No, that's what I was saying. I thought my team was gonna help, and they just didn't.
Okay.
And then Karma flash tethered me. So just... Yeah.
I don't even blame you for that. I'm just so sad there wasn't a ward here, because if there's a ward there, you can still 1v3 that situation pretty easily. You'll probably die, but you'll get 1 kill at least. But that was very sad. That's just actually very sad. But yeah, I don't want to argue sticks and stones there, because we're just sitting like, oh, you should be positioning here by 2 units, you should be queuing this. It's sticks and stones.
I think if I would have realized that my team wasn't gonna come, maybe I don't take that fight. But...
Yeah, and then just run back bot.
Yeah.
Alright. Dragon, correct. Positioning is good. Okay. Go back mid. Alright. What's going on here? Not us, worth the fucking bush. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Brand ult. You try to run away from the Brand ult. There's no point tumbling at that point, whatever. Right now, you should not keep running. All this is useless. What you should do is re-enter to see if there's going to be an engage happening, so that you can be as close as humanly possible. Because we both now agree that Brandel is no longer flying across the map. You've already tanked it. And again, 2 objects moving, like, you're moving in the opposite direction of this. You want to move towards it. So you want to be as humanly close as possible without dying. I'm not asking you to die here. I'm asking you to get as close as possible without dying, so that you can be 3 steps closer towards the fight in case they actually need you. Okay, you turn around kinda, and then you walk away again. I don't know what you're doing. But imagine if you were right here, repositioned up here. Okay, Brand shoots a W. Okay, fucking tumble it, and then start autoing the Mumu from right here. Outside of Mumu alt range. Obviously, he can flash, but I don't think he'll die. Even if he does that, because Brand already altered. We both know that. We agree on that. And you could be wailing on this motherfucker right now the entire time. But now notice how you're not doing shit. Finally, you open up. Okay, let's see it. No, you're about to get Karma W'd. Goodbye. Now you're inside the zone of influence of 3 people. But if you were over here hitting that Mumu, you would have naturally peeled back over here, and you'd now have access to Mbessa. While these 3 could not access you at all the entire time. But now, you gave these 3 something to do. Obviously, I know what's going through your mind here. You were like, oh, I'm gonna do some sneaky little Vayne invis play on Brand, and then I'll pop up. It won't work. That was what was going through your mind. But what should have been going through your mind was, I'm gonna fight with my team. I'll hit the Mumu. I won't even pop ball. I'll just hit the Mumu. Okay, we're gonna kite back now. Mbessa's here. Alright, let's start hitting the Mbessa. We're moving away from these 3 zone of influence, and now I'm only dealing with one fucker's zone of influence. And now the fight's easy. But what you did here was a very classic... So, in a team fight, there's 1 tank on one team, 1 tank on the other. 1 tank goes forward, right? And then another tank on our team also goes forward. So now it's a 1v4 on both sides, right? You don't want to be that tank that goes forward when their tank already went forward. Imagine if their tank went forward and you're the tank that went backwards. The one who goes backwards wins. Why? Because the one who goes backwards makes the fight easier for his team, because it's more people hitting him. But when the tank that goes forward, he's entering people's zone of influence. So the people that is hitting him don't have to fucking try hard at all. That guy has already chosen to enter the zone of influence. But now, the tank that went backwards towards his team, the enemy team now has to walk forward to get into their zone of influence to attack that tank. And by walking forward, you see how you're wasting time? 1 second just to walk forward to hit him? That person wins. The person went backwards. So right now, you are the tank that went forward. Because now, you entered someone's zone of influence, and you gave them something to do. But imagine if you gave these 3 nothing to do, and instead you wailed on this Mbessa the entire time. You see that? It completely changes the entire game. Because now you're outputting damage, well, first of all, making your life 1,000 times easier. But second of all, you're doing damage while these 3 are twiddling their fucking thumbs, waiting for the minion wave to come before they can walk past the minion wave. But in that entire time, you've already killed Mbessa, and then you fucked off. Because the Mbessa probably put you at 1 HP. Then you base, you guys lose mid tower. Cool. Everyone's happy. That's why, by the way, when I have a Mordekaiser on my team, and then our tank goes forward, and then their tank goes in, and the Mordekaiser ults the tank that went in, I get really fucking pissed off. Because you just took away the one thing that we were allowed to do. For no fucking reason. So, that happens a couple games, but anyways.
I've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And then now the people who's on the Mordekaiser's team is just twiddling their thumbs. Do we wait for the guy to come out of the realm 8 seconds later, or do we walk 7 steps forward to auto the enemy? Like, you know what I mean? It's just fucked. All right. Let's see. So you threw another. I think you've thrown this game like. I wouldn't say 9 times because of 9 deaths. No, you've thrown a lot of times this game, actually. A lot. A lot of kills on Jinx. Team fight here. That team fight there was thrown. That team fight there was thrown. If I was in that exact scenario you would be, I think I would have won 80% of those thrown fights, which means your score would be right now like 13-9 at least instead. Or not even 13-9, it'd be like 13-6. And you'd be in a much better position to carry right now. Okay, we are ignoring fundamentals to go for Baron, which is push out midwave, but these are the plays that I like to see when you're losing League of Legends. These are the plays that you do when you're losing League of Legends. You ignore the rules of the game, and you force the plays. I'll fucking kill this guy. Just tank his Moon ult. Get in there! Nah. You're the guy that showed up to the orgy and then finished in like the first minute. This is the exact scenario here. You can't be popping your ultimate until you know for sure they've been reeled in. Or unless you know for sure you can get fully on top of this guy. So right now you just got slowed and then Jinxie. If you walk past the Jinxie already, then you can do this. But you can't be doing this. Because now you're now in a mode where you're like, oh shit, I need to utilize my Vayne ult. I'm gonna go forward, and then now you walk forward, and then it's just fucked because now you're making poor decisions based off trying to get value out of your ultimate, and then you're just fucked. I love how it still works out. That's the funny part. You still got one. No, out of the Jinx. But yeah, right there, make sure you can actually stick to someone for the full Vayne durational before you actually pop ult. That was another. That wasn't a throw. That was just a lost opportunity. That you stalled out the game even longer when you could have looked for a way better play later on. All right.
I'll be real. I just wanted the Karma shutdown gold.
Oh, that doesn't matter anymore though at this stage of the game because you're full build already. Basically. That doesn't do anything. You should not be thinking about gold. You should be thinking about systems, which is like, oh, okay, we need to win this team fight here so that we can push this tower, etc., etc. That is something that you can think about at 12 minutes in the game, but not 27 minutes in the game. You could lose the game at 27 minutes for making a play like that, because now your teammates try to assist you, and then they all die. Because remember, in solo queue, it's a gray area. People will try to follow up on shit, and then like people will get fucked. Like I start to notice that past 30 minutes, the game starts to become less gray, and the game now becomes black and white. Because now one error can fuck the game over from someone. So you want to start shifting your mindset a little bit at this stage of the game. Okay, one guy gets caught. Okay, everyone back off. At least we can hold the 4, right? And the game will probably hold out. But everyone starts funneling one by one. One guy dies, one guy's died. The game's over. Because someone decided to do something dumb like that, like going for someone's shutdown goal. Like, what? The shutdown goal doesn't matter at this stage of the game. Oh, what am I watching?
Yeah, the game's over.
Holy shit. What do we even get here from standing here? Dude, if you guys just AFK'd right here, I'm pretty sure you guys would have won. Because then they'd have to walk in. They'd have to go clear out sides, okay? Which means the game gets stalled out more, which means you guys get more money. And... oh god. Okay. This is just really troll.
Could I have been pinging them off there?
No, you should be literally like farming this. I'd be on the red buff right now.
Okay.
Like, you guys standing here, like, there's no Baron play here. Darius needs to catch bot lane, push out. You guys already pushed mid, congratulations. Like, now you guys back off, farm, and keep stalling out the game as long as possible to just get more money into your pockets so you can buy more items, and then take a fight later. There's no Baron power play here. The only thing I see here is a Baron lose. So you want to base, get back up, get red buff. Let them push in this wave. Receive this wave, let Darius push out. Someone on the enemy team responds to bot wave or top wave, and that is when you full all in mid lane. If no one's on sides, then you can't make a play mid. Because then, what does that mean? That means you're getting classed on from both sides. But if Ambessa's showing top right now, and Darius is here, for example, alright, full all in. Sure. That's just simple basketball terminology. One guy's getting double teamed, you let the one guy who's free play the game. And you go from there. Ambessa is on side lane, okay, now you go in. Right? But if Darius is here, okay, you guys have to fuck off, because he's catching wave. Because that means, now, they're gonna force engage on you. Still, no one's showing top. No one showing top and bot is a clear indicator to fuck off mid lane as fast as you can. Because that means you're being played on. Alright, game's over. What time do we start? Started at 12? Oh, well, like 15? Okay, we have another game then. What's another game that we can look at?
There's the 24-8 game that I lost. By the way, the game directly after that, I think I got camped like incredibly hard.
3-2! That's crazy! That is some crazy shit. Holy fuck.
I was literally, every time I walked to lane, it wasn't like they were getting me behind my turret. They were just like 4-manning me every time. Every time I walked to lane. So I'm like, okay. Well,
we'll take a peek at that in like 8x speed after this VOD, but let's go through this VOD.
Okay.
This VOD will be quick too, because I start to look at the laning phase less, and I start to look at your late game a bit more. Because laning phase is all about zone of influence, and then taking advantage of those small tiny details. But we'll try to speed through it. Vayne, Thresh, Smolder, Xerath. Okay, if you land one fucking ability, it's just full all-in big dick. That's it. And then every time you're all-inning, you're splashing Xerath-y. Very straightforward. They have a classic Shen Nocturne, okay. You have Ivern. You guys have a very good peel back. So good. Alright, la-di-la-di-da. That should be a flash on Smolder. Very easy. Yep, keep going. Yep. Okay, flash, back the fuck off. I would not do that, but okay.
You wouldn't hit Xerath?
Let me see. So this is correct. 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 I would not walk forward. I would walk backwards, but I would hit Xerath the entire time while walking backwards. And the reason why is because... Oh god. We're tanking 2 champions. This is a 4v2 right now, I hope you realize. It's not a 2v2. It's a 4v2. You need to leave.
Because of the wave.
Yes. Like hitting Xerath is fine. But by entering the zone of influence of Smolder while 6 minions are hitting you guys and Xerath hitting you is very bad. But if you move backwards, now the mage minions are kinda off you a little bit. And you're out of Smolder's zone of influence range, so he's no longer part of the fight. But you're inside Xerath, so you continue autoing Xerath. Because right now, we can both agree, even if you walked forward full speed and kept hitting the Xerath over and over again, you're not killing Xerath. Ever. And it's going to be scarier and scarier the more time that you spend under minion fire. On top of that, you need to pop your health potion right now, because you know 1000% you are getting 100% value out of this potion, right? 1000%. So you may as well pop it now. Don't be that guy that pops it after the fight. Right, the trade was still good though, ultimately. Just should have moved backwards. Pop potion. Okay, Xerath, flash on this guy, or Thresh, flash on this motherfucking Smolder. Get his eye! I pray to the lords. Xerath walks forward on the 9th minion and flash flays like a mofo. Yes! Ah, he's so slow. I'd be walking forward before I'm even 2. Not yet, not yet. Okay, right now. Okay, the enemy team's fine. Would I flash here? No, I would not flash here on Thresh. Okay, that's fine. But where are you though? That's the question. What are you doing? You should be right here. Autoing this minion, running full speed here. If you're back here, how are you gonna assist in the fight? You'll get there for like 1 auto. You lose 1 auto. which is very bad. So you need to recognize when your level 2 is and start posturing. This Thresh was in the game. He was there, but you were not in the game there. Of course, jack shit would have happened, but it's the principle, the system, the idea that you have to be following on repeat over and over again. Unless you're saying, Saskio, I'm about to get hit by an ability, I don't want to walk there. Then I agree with you. But that was not happening, that was not the case. And even if it does happen, if Xerath is in a range to land his ability on you while you're going for the level 2 minion, that means
he's in range
that he's in range of Thresh. Okay. Alright, Thresh. I know this Thresh is fucking trigger hungry right now. He's trying to do something. Nah! You know that Thresh was gonna do that. You already know he was gonna flash. You can't be walking backwards there. That was the most obvious flash I've seen in a million years. Look at this guy. He's still walking forward. Even if he doesn't flash and shoots the shittiest hook of his life, you need to be walking forward here. 100%. I also think Xerath W does more damage in the middle, right? Yeah. If you kept walking forward here, you would be outside. You'd be right here. You'd be tanking the wave. No one gives a fuck. This guy's gonna flash, and then you just full focus the Smolder 1v9. Pop the barrier. That guy gets removed. Parch out the wave, take a base. That's it. Oh, I'm so happy it still works out. I'd have been so tilted if that didn't work out. Okay, hard shove. Shove, 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 shove. Okay, cool. You're doing some stuff. Cool. Oh my god. Okay, so right now, this is one of those situations where you have to flash an ability. Okay. So, right here. Because you guys are so low. So right here. Flash that. Right here.
Okay.
Right now, you want to flash as close to Xerath as possible so that you can stand here and auto attack him while he's walking this way, and you'll finish him right here. But when you get into these really close fights in the late game, you don't want to flash to just try to space someone's auto. You want to flash one fucking ability that does 70 damage, and you'll probably win if they don't flash anything. Because what the fuck do they flash against Vayne? There's nothing to flash at level 2. So you get to outplay your autos, but you get to flash one ability, and this is very common against shit like Varus E. When they start E and then W, you just flash the Varus E and then you win. Smolder W, you can flash that. Jin W, you can flash that if you're about to get hit by it. You get the point. Draven E, you can flash that. Right now, when you're running away, you should turn around and auto a minion to lifesteal up 2 HP. Sometimes also, you can flash just to create more distance from a mage auto flying towards you so you can health regen up a little bit more. Or stall time for Triumph, or something like that. Okay? Those are things that I legitimately do in games. Alright, you guys fuck off, you guys base. La-di-da-di-da, good. Bunch of items. Pink ward. I place my pink here. Right there. I don't place it here. This is the more useful spot. I like to place it here, because I like to place a ward in a position that never gets cleared. Spots the Krugs, spots the potential dive, and I never have to buy another pink ward again, you know what I mean? For a long time. Yeah. So that is my AD carry solo queue pink ward. It's not as useful, but that's how I like to place my pink ward. Okay, wait, pushing towards you guys. Maybe Thresh lands a hook here. Boom, he misses. Cool. No one gives a fuck. Let the wave push towards you. And just farm. Okay, wait, slow pushing back towards them now. Now, Thresh, if Thresh lands anything, you fly forward, you flash the fucking Xerath E, and then you win. That's it.
I think I ego.
You can ego. Actually, I would not ego against these two. The second you click Q forward, 7 abilities are flying towards you. Smolder W, Xerath E, Xerath Q, Smolder Q. This is a matchup where you only ego if only Smolder is in range to land his abilities right away. And your ego is going to be upwards like this. Because when you're going to tumble in, Smolder W will come, Smolder Q will come. You need to juke upwards to dodge Smolder W, and Xerath Q, and Xerath W, right here. That is the Omega ego, if you actually want to ego here properly. You can never ego forward and keep going forward. That will never work. The ego has to be a layer 1 juke behind it. With anticipation that they shoot layer 1 abilities. Or layer 0 abilities. However you want to look at it. Okay, go! You've dodged everything! Oh my god, no way you hit by the Xerath W. Okay, But anyways, it's still free. Go, 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 go. Yep, yep, yep. Ah, it's so free. Alright, and then now you guys fuck off and play wave. Good. Right when I saw those two abilities fly, by the way, I was like, go, motherfucker. That was so free. Because whenever the wave is slow pushing towards them, you want to make plays like that every single time, if possible. Yeah, you can stay here. Don't hit the smolder. I would clear the wave here and then base. Okay, yep, that's good. Hard clear the wave, and then get the fuck out. Oh, he has overstay. Yeah, Xerath wants to base too. Oh my, the fact that this works is insane. Is this fundamentally correct from Orianna? Yes, this is fundamentally a correct play. Okay, I have no complaints here. And you lost this game. I forgot you said that.
Yeah.
Hard shove, base. Okay, don't touch the tower, base, good. Now you're behind 10 for 15 seconds worth of tempo, which means you'll catch the entire wave. You see a fight, you rotate, nothing happens. Cool. Alright, all good stuff. Ego. I like that ego. Good. Because the ego makes sense. The ego is moving backwards, right? Because Xerath presented his body on a silver platter for you. So you took advantage of that by autoing him. But then your ego was moving backwards. And moving backwards is always very safe. It wasn't moving forward into their abilities. A juke. You can hard ego here. You have Ivern. I'd fucking go. Aha, they're so bad. Did you get cock blocked by a minion?
Yeah, I did. I did.
When would I have egoed here? Let me see. Okay, you juke. I feel like right now I would just fucking go. And I would just tank every ability in the game known to mankind. I'd flash the Xerath, obviously, if it flew towards me. But this Xerath is just dead. I think that's what I would have done here. I would have just went in. Like, ego with no brain. Just the Xerath, that's it. I tank Smolder Q. I tank Smolder W. I'd probably by proxy dodge Xerath QW too, but just by flashing his E. And then no matter what Xerath does, even if he flashed here and healed here, you would still get him exactly right here, you know what I mean? And then Thresh would inevitably fall up, Ivern would come in, and he would shield you last second. You'd get Triumph from Xerath, you'd get a shield, and then Smolder would not be able to finish you off. But you played the patient route, which is also fine too. But the patient route required Thresh to land a hook. So you have to put pressure on him, but he stepped up. Hard shove. Go dragon. Good. If you overstay this wave, you'll be down HP, but it's still fine because you're so much further ahead. If you base there, you lose this entire wave. Or you get like 2 of the mage minions. Freezing here is correct. Bad ego. You're still fine though. You still win 2v2 if this guy opens with the hook. And you flash Xerath E. Because I just want you to realize, I want you to recognize, Xerath in this lane is not even a champion. He's not. You dodge every single ability and you flash his E, and what the fuck is he? So it's a 2v1 the entire time. As long as you dodge his abilities. Alright, go for it! Yep, hook the wall, hook the wall, hook the wall! Oh, he didn't E. I would have E'd the wall, by the way, if I'm Thresh here. Because I would have missed the hook, but I'm playing at a different layer than Smolder. Smolder's just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna press E over the wall. But, yeah. Right there, you should have E'd. Right away. Because if you E right away here, even if he goes inside the wall, when the E hits him right here, he gets pushed back over here. This is a Kayn E thing, this is a Jarvan EQ thing, Tristana W thing, Smolder E thing, anything that goes through walls. Bard E even. As long as the E triggers on this part of the wall, they will come back. If it triggers on the other side of the wall, they pop on the other side of the wall. And it's very important that you E right away, so that your E missile speed can fly towards them and hit them while they're on this side of the wall still. So that's why against champions that can go through walls, you want to E right away. And right there, you wouldn't have to burn flash. And even if he doesn't E, then who gives a shit, right? He's actually not stunned in the wall. So then you still kill him anyways. So it's a win-win scenario no matter what by Eing early. As long as it gets into the wall. Okay, you base. Come back, good. You lose 2 melees. Oh, this is so free. This is so free. Go! Go! Ah, it's so fucking free. I don't know why you popped ult there, though. That wasn't needed. Instead, he should have saved it for Nocturne when he ults on you, if in case he actually ults on you. Because right here, Xerath's already dead.
I dodged the Xerath E.
Yep. Because right now, when Nocturne ults on here, this is what you do, okay? Listen to me. Nocturne's gonna ult. You walk this way, okay? He lands on you. You ult Q this way. Does that make sense? Because he's gonna E-tether you. No. You're not knocking him in the wall. You're breaking the tether of Nocturne E. I don't give a fuck about the E. Your Vayne condemn. All I want to do is break Nocturne E. He ults onto you. You're walking this way. You ult Q this way. I want you to tell me, what is Nocturne thinking right now when he ults on you and he E's you?
When you're gonna go back.
That you're gonna go this way, okay? So he's gonna go forward. But then you went this way. So then now, he's going forward, you're going away. 2 objects moving in the opposite direction is what? Double the speed. Nocturne E breaks. Now you walk towards him on purpose. Auto him. He walks towards you, now you kite him. Game is fucking simple. He probably uses Nocturne W2 already. So inevitably, when he catches up to you, you pop an E on him. Now you created range again. And you keep autoing him to death. And you fucking win. It's so fucking easy against Nocturnes. But here's the thing. Once you do that one time, okay? Now the question is do you do it again, right? So you're building a profile on yourself. So then now next time when you go backwards or when he ults on you, you actually just go backwards, you know what I mean? Like the dumb movement. But now you're playing at a layer 2. You're not playing at a layer 0, which is every Vayne player. I'm just gonna go away. But instead, you're going away with the purpose that you think he's gonna go backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, get his ass! Okay. Okay, right here, I think you're trolling. Let me explain why. Right, so this is good. 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 That is so bad. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Right there.
Tumble backward.
Because now you have to walk 2 steps to auto him, so now you lose damage. Because now you have to walk. Look. Because now he's doing the most efficient path away from you to escape you. So then now you have to walk forward to chase him. But imagine if you were here the entire time. You would have already been in range the entire time for these autos to land. And then now you put your life in danger with this E. And then now you have to do all this fancy jazz that we don't want to do. You probably even felt badass when all this happened.
Yeah.
But in reality, you never had to put yourself in that position in the first place. Now you lose 1 plating and you lose the entire wave. And by the way, that positioning there on Nocturne, I'm not asking you to get yourself killed. I'm asking yourself to stay out of tower range, but be as close as humanly possible to Nocturne to keep auto-attacking him. That's all I was asking. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, this dragon's correct. This is fine. You lose a couple of minions here. You lose the wave prio. I don't know why you get hit by abilities. You know he's in the bush. He literally stood outside of it and autoed. Look, he's autoing now. And then now he's autoing now. Like, you see him. You see him. Go this way. You know what I mean? Tank the Xerath Q. No one gives a fuck. But Xerath E and W is never landing on you in a million years if you walk like this. Obviously, don't give it the Xerath Q either. Dodge it. But what are you doing? Are you tunnel visioning on the smolder that you can run down? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was.
Where the fuck did my Ivern go? God damn.
Vagar.
Nah, but we're losing tower for 0 as 11-0 Vayne. That's so illegal. This all happened, by the way, because of poor positioning. Not even wave management. Just poor positioning. That led you to have to base when the wave is pushing towards you. This tower drop should have never happened in a million years. Alright, you win this. Go. 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 It's not even close. Just go. Tank everything. Nah, keep going. JK, you would have died if Noxter ran bot side. I take that back. Okay. You're inside the circle of doom, but it's fine because you guys have massive numbers advantage. Okay. Right now, this is what you need to do.
Should I have won mid?
No. This play is fine. Now you run mid as fast as you can. Actually, no, you don't run mid. You can hit Herald a couple times. Now you run mid lane. So you assist with the Herald a little bit. Now you run mid lane. Because now you get to catch the wave late. And your teammates still get to do Herald. So they're still doing Herald. You're protecting mid tower and catching the wave. And you've assisted with Herald a little bit. So you've done everything that you can here. Now you lose mid tower. And you lose a couple minions. Run all the way bot. Cool. Keep pushing. Don't even look at your teammates. Good. Sure, you can push this one too if you want. Oh, by the way, you're fine here to keep pushing the wave if you want, because if the enemy team starts collapsing on you, you just pop. Oh, you don't have Rift Herald. Oh, I thought you got it. Never mind. Take that back. But if you do have Rift Herald, you can pop it and then just 1v3.
My team doesn't. My team didn't get it.
Oh, you guys didn't get it? That's even worse. Oh yeah, it did.
No, we did get it. What happened to it?
Oh no, they popped them in like idiots.
Oh.
Oh, this is such a bad Herald. No one enemy team showing bot lane. No, the Herald's fine. Now just run away. No! He transported himself forward. When there's no Vayne in sight to make the play. This is crazy. Okay, not your problem. This is the correct play to go bot lane. That is incorrect to go mid with Herald. Everyone should have just based. And then you use the Herald around the Dragon Timer to force pressure. They even spam ping you. Oh no, the big R spam pinged you. Your positioning there was so bad. Right here. Eating the Shen's fine. Popping the ult is bad. The Shen is already going to get pushed into the wall. I would just QE. If Shen taunts it, I think he's going to get E'd up here. If you just tumble here, E. It's right here. And then I can run him down, and then you just auto him. Because right now, this is a slippery play. This goes back to the orgy thing. You don't want to be the guy showing up and popping everything in a minute. You want to last. So you want to reel him in. So right now, QE and just auto him. Once you feel like the fight is fully committed, everything's reeled in, you know for sure the fight's going to be happening, full duration, then you pop the ultimate. Go from there. Because right now, after this guy E's, like, no, let's say this guy tanks the E, right? And then he just walks 2 steps and then E over the wall. Now you're fucked. Sure, you can be like, Saskia, I'm gonna flash, but like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if you just like Q eat him, he taunts over the wall, and then you just let him leave. That's fine, just let him go. And then now you don't have to burn ult, everything's cool. And now you're autoing him the entire time while he has his W up. And then you tumbled away. The next thing you should have done was walk towards him so that he can E through you on the wall. And then if he doesn't E through you and he walks this way, then you're already that much closer to the next location that he wants to go to. Now you're spending the entire time actually trying to chase him and use your passive. But instead, what you should have done was reposition in a way where you're already with him. You're moving with him to his next location instead. And now look at how slippery the play is. You get the kill, cool. But it was all slippery. Alright. Base. Go mid. Push mid one wave. Push mid another wave. Nope. You do not walk in here. You go mid. You contest mid. Because if you're standing here right now, and Smolder walks here, what the fuck are you gonna do to him? 16-0 Vayne? You're gonna fuck his day up. So instead, what you do is you're standing here, Smolder fucks off to back here, You clear out these 6 minions. Then when Smolder shows on the wave, you can now walk in, because how do you die to Smolder? When he's on the wave. So now you guys walk in with numbers advantage. Veigar shows bot in 2 seconds. Jace collapses. They can't contest anything. They're so fucked. So then now you guys get full vision. And then now you guys play for the next wave that's spawning. Push, and then you guys do dragon. Very simple setup. This is the easiest setup in the world. See? He contests. He fucking dies. Yep, good. Oh, what am I watching?
Should I have just left it?
Yes, right here. You've already won the game.
Okay.
Because now, you back off, you play wave. Smolder bases. If he doesn't base, he's overstaying on the map. Then now you guys can walk in and get Omega free vision. You can't overgreed here. Because by overgreeding here, this goes back to the tank analogy. You're giving them something to do. When you're winning the game, you do not want to give them something to do. You want them to come to you. And when they come to you, they're entering your zone of influences, your teammates' abilities, Ori Qs. If you have a Zoe, their bubbles, thresh hooks, and now they're making their life harder. If you come to them, you make the game easy for them, because now all they have to do is just wail on you. Never make the game easy for your opponents.
See, that was my first 2 deaths are really int, which is why I think we lost this game.
Oh yeah, that's a throw. But the game is not over because of that, but that is a throw 100%. If that didn't happen, you guys would have just got dragon. 3rd dragon, cool. Now you're 1 dragon away from 4th dragon. Maybe they walk in the team fight, you guys would have won that. You'd be up like 18-0 right now. And look at your CS. This is all because you keep running around the map. The principle that you want to follow when you're ahead is push, vision, push, execute. That is how you set up objectives when you're winning League of Legends. And whenever they try to contest anything, then you just fight them. It's that simple. Of course, it goes deeper when you have to look at side lane priority. Like, who has priority? Is there a top laner that's not showing top lane, hiding in a bush with them? If not, you should let your top laner push out. Force the enemy top laner to respawn. Your top laner rotates down, which goes back to the Vayne top thing, side laning. And then now you guys can walk in. So this is a very simple explanation of how to play, how to do objective setup and map setup properly. But that should get you through the point. Because this maintains CS going into your pockets the entire time and EXP, while also setting up the objective perfectly on timers that are down times, which is where you're not killing minions, we're getting vision. But here's what you did. Yeah. You just did step number 4. You did step number 4, no one was there, you gave them something to do, it was all fucked. Now you lose dragon. Did you come back and die again?
I did. That's why I said my first 2 deaths were like really bad.
I'm entering the circle of doom. What's gonna happen? Bro. Like... when is this ever allowed? No, at this point you should have just ran upwards and then started farming the wave, because you would have lifestealed your HP back up. You would have forced the enemy team to come into you, which means you would have had more time to play, to think about what you want to do. But you walked back into them. Bro, what am I watching? This is crazy. Your teammates can't help you if you leave them. Very simple concept. Your Ivern and Ori shields and Thresh shields and Jace E cannot assist you when you move away from them. I think you threw the game from the second death. First death was okay, cool. But the second death was a thrower. Okay, you come bot lane. Wave got pushed out. You're not catching a single EXP for the last, like, 5 minutes. Thresh is inside the circle of doom. You hit Adc. Please tell me we get this. God bless America. I'm Canadian, by the way. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Run mid lane. Nope, nope, don't go here. Run mid lane. Nah. Okay, you have to come back. Alright, let's see it. You're close to the circle of doom, but you're not in it, which is good. I would full focus Nocturne here to get those double buffs. Now you're inside the circle of doom. Now you're in between 3 dudes, but it's fine. Finish this guy. Now focus smolder. Easy. Easy. So easy. So easy. And now you're inside. Influence of 3 dudes, but it's still fine. Barrier. Oh, you don't have barrier. GG. How would I play this here? Would I have played it like you? Let me see. I would not have done that. That was so bad. That whatever that was. Yeah. That you should have just been entering. That was bad. You should have positioned forward. Okay. How would I play this situation? I would go this way. But I'd start hitting Smolder the entire time. Okay, this is fine. You're moving away from Veigar. I know. I think I would have died just like you in that situation. Maybe.
I think you would have been quicker though, because my 2 steps made it a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I would have finished off the Nocturne faster, finished off the Smolder faster, and had that slight 1 second advantage to queue away from the Veigar. That could have allowed me to live. Okay, so you finally start catching mid. You face check on Vayne. Bruh. Okay, so right now, this is very simple. Look at the map. Shen showing top, no one showing bot lane. Let your teammates go in first, my brother. They're about to find out whatever the fuck's hiding in here. Okay? You should be standing right here in this choke point. Because at worst, you're gonna get hit by a Xerath Q. No one gives a flying fuck. Thresh and Jace is gonna find something in this bush. And then you can enter if the Circle of Doom begins here. Then you can enter and try to weave in some auto attacks right here. If they find nothing, that means they're here. Thresh is gonna face check. You're gonna be right here. And then boom, Circle of Doom's right here. You're gonna be autoing in from right here. That's it. Why do you want to find out what's in here? This doesn't make sense to me. Sure, you'd be like, Sasuke, you have an Ivern behind me. What the fuck is Ivern gonna do for you? You know what I mean? When 10 things are flying in your face. The funny thing was, you didn't get punished for it. That's the best part. Oh no, you did. Oh no, you're still fine. Oh no, you're not fine. When you're Eing Nocturne, there's 2 times to E. Either right away, because you think he didn't W, or the latest possible last tick before the E hits you, okay? But you E'd air. Do you see that?
Yeah, he shielded it.
Yeah. So you either E at the last possible tick the Nocturne E is about to fear you, or you E right away. You never E in the middle. It will never work. In my 3 years of OTPing Vayne. So yeah, if you did it right away, you also would have been fine. If you did it late, maybe you would have gotten it. Maybe, yeah. Obviously, you're still feared, right? But at least he's not autoing you the entire time you're feared.
Yeah.
Ah, you griefed there again. The worst part about this gameplay is you're not even letting yourself play the game. Like, you're putting yourself into positions where you have to rely on sticks and stones to actually win. And, of course, your mechanics is not my level. That's no flame, but you don't want to put yourself in those positions until you're comfortable in those positions. You want to make your life easier. Right now, all I see you doing is making your life really fucking hard. By putting yourself purposefully in bad positions to then have to force the outplay. But if you just calm down, you played an actual real AD carry style, where you're AFK, behind your teammates, you will find a lot more success, especially when you have this score. Because now you make the game so hard for your opponents to play. They have to dive into you, you have Ivern Shield, Thresh W, Locket, Redemption, Ori E. It's so fucking easy. That's so funny. It's fucking hilarious. Okay. If I was to do real coaching here, this is what I'd say. Let the Jace push top one more wave. Shen responds. Jace comes down. Ori pushes mid with Ivern behind him and Thresh. Or Thresh gets ready to Lantern. You play you wait for this wave to push in, you absorb it right here. If Nocturne jumps on you, you kite backwards. You don't do that bullshit forward thing that we talk about, because that means you're going to their team. And then you rotate mid, Shen shows top, now everyone walks in, and then you guys are fine. That is how you play the macro here. But whatever this bullshit is not working. So funny. What are you doing? Go mid. Yep. Free. Good. Okay, you guys force on Baron, which is incorrect here. This is the incorrect play. Even though you guys have numbers advantage, but let's see you guys do it anyways. What we should be doing here instead is Jace pushes out bot lane all the way. Vayne goes top, pushes out. Veigar responds to the wave. You can then rotate to Baron. And then Jace can TP in. Yeah, that's the play. But you guys force this. Cool. Let's see it. We're going straight to step 4 every single time. It's beautiful. Emerald solo queue. Okay. Dodge Shenny. LOL. Enter Veigar's zone of influence. Okay, you're dead. Okay. I think I've seen a lot. Notice how you are now down levels on Smolder. It's 13 to 15. Because all he did was just farm the wave, then rotate the fight. You know what you did this entire game? You rotated to the fight. You just fought. It's fine to rotate to the fight and into every single time. But before you do that, catch the wave, then go in. Because now you're still staying with the curve of the game, of the EXP. And then you can go into if you want, whether it works out or not. That's why even when I'm losing my games, I'm still even with my opponents. Because I'm doing the 100% resource first, then rotating to int on the 50% play. And most of the time, that 50% play works. But when it doesn't, I'm still fine. That's why my games are so consistent. Also, why are you building BT? In this game, you should be buying Randuin's QSS, so that you can walk through the Veigar E and then QSS.
Okay.
Every single game on Vayne, you should be buying Bork, Rageblade, Wits End, or Terminus. Wits End versus Terminus, or either or. And then you're going some variation of Jack Show, Randuin's, QSS, Maw, maybe Hexplate. If you feel like you just need a ghost all the time, you can go that instead. But, yeah. You should not be buying BT ever. You already have your Bloodthirster. Or Bork. Alright, do it. Do what I told you. Do what I told you. No. You're dead. So right there, you go through the Nocturne. So it's very important, by the way, that you're facing this direction when he lands on you. He needs to see you looking in that direction that you want to go before you tumble backwards. Because if you're facing backwards and then you tumble backwards, he's going to know. By the way, that's a trick that you can do on the second Nocturnal. You can face backwards, by the way. You can walk there for 1 second and then tumble away. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So that's a trick for the second Nocturnal. But anyways, right there, you do the trick that I told you. Face one way, Q back way, back one way. Auto the Shen. Immediately he's going to E you, but then you also E after you auto. Then he gets pushed away. Then you fucking fight the Nocturne, and then you just kill him. Then you kill Shen. Very easy stuff. This is very easy 1v2. Boom. Okay, easy. Kill this guy too. Nah. Okay. What is there to do? Is there anything to explain here? Let me see. By the way, you got so lucky he didn't Nocturne W. He's so dumb. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay. Nope. That turnaround auto is so bad because it's on a W. You may as well keep spending that time spacing. But again, right now, all I'm doing is arguing sticks and stones with you now. This Q is good, but you need to create more distance. A slight amount more before you open yourself to break your invisibility. Because now, he just gets to auto you the entire time. You're not playing a ranged champion anymore. You're playing a melee champion, which is very bad. You want to operate as a ranged champion. Okay. Right now...
That makes sense.
Oh my god. Right now, this is just standard, like, Vayne top versus melee top stuff. When it came to the end there. Again, this is all sticks and stones.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, usually I'm better mechanically, but like I said, I'm pretty rusty.
Nah, he's clearly gonna fucking E forward here. Look at that movement. That is 100%. He's ready to go forward. 2 objects moving at the same time. It's double the speed, my brother. Anyways. Still okay though. You killed Nocturne. But obviously that was the freest 1v2 of your life. And then you push top, and now you're pressuring top right now. And the enemy team's fucked. But now your teammates are like, oh shit, do we deal with Shen? And they didn't even get the mid tower, which is crazy. Look at the sideways. Oh my god. Free minions here. Free minions here. And we're fighting. It's crazy. Yep. Life steal on the minions. Hit the Veigar now. Nah. Go on the TP. Go! Get his ass! Oh, you're dead. Never mind. Don't get his ass. Yeah, I think you just run after that. Catch bot wave. And then catch mid lane when they push it in. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Ah, GG. Ah, how are we not dodging Veigar W? Zone of influence, so all good. Alright. Push. Good. Finally getting minions. We're 2 levels down on Smolder. Nah, but you need to push bot here. 2 waves. Oh god, now Jace has to go respawn. No one catching mid? Am I crazy? You need to go mid here. What are you doing? You need to stand right here, auto the wave right here, so that you're close to your teammates, but you're contesting the mid wave, so it doesn't just go past you. Because you standing around here jerking off does nothing for the team. All you're doing is just trying to get hit by abilities.
Okay.
You always want to get push going, so you're getting EXP into your pockets and maintaining the prio while also being in a position to help your team. There's just no structures to this gameplay. He is ass good. He E's over the wall, he gets out. Yeah, don't flash after that.
I think I eat his E, so he had to flash.
Oh, yeah, I think he did. Well played. That was good. Alright, let me see the final team fight. By the way, Randuin's is really good because when Nocturne gets on top of you, you can Randuin's him. And be careful about Randuin'ing when he ults on you, because you want him to have high movement speed so he can break his E, okay? So keep that in mind. Alright, this is still free. Go. Yep. Okay, nice try. That's fine. You got one. Lifesteal. Oh my god. Okay, good. Your positioning's good. Did you add Elixir of Iron?
Yeah.
Alright, we're trying to make our character bigger to get hit by Zerathi. I respect it. Because here's the thing, is even if you have tenacity, what's the point? Because if you get hit by any tenacity, you're still dead anyways. So that's just an absolute grief. I'm not sure if you misclicked, but you do not want your size to be bigger. Because if your size is bigger, that means you can get hit by abilities and CC more easily. You guys should fuck off here. Push out sides. Not whatever this is. Oh god. No! Push out sides! Okay, it's all good. Okay, so this game clearly demonstrated another mistake a lot of AD carry players make, where they don't follow a system in the mid game, where it's farm, rotate with your teammates to look for some 50-50 play, go back, farm, rotate to look for 50-50 play, etc., etc. All I saw was you flying across the map, doing wild shit, just because you had a bigger dick than them in the mid game, because you were 10-0 or whatever, right? You can't be doing that just because you're fed. That actually means more of a reason to not do dumb shit and actually to play with your team, so that you can actually push your lead properly. Because it's very simple when you're ahead. Push mid, dragon's coming up, walk in when Smolder's catching the wave, get vision, push the next wave, go to dragon. Sometimes you might even push vision, dragon all at the same time if they're not even walking in. And then you come back mid, push. Okay, base, come back, push. Okay, they're doing some bullshit top, farm raptors in the downtime that we have, which is step number 2, vision. Come back, push, and you see how it's just a constant flow of EXP going into our pockets over and over again. While in between the timers, we're actually looking for plays. If we're not farming instead, like raptors or something, or scuttle crab, or getting vision. We're looking for those 50-50 plays, and if we int them, no one gives a fuck, because we're maintaining our curve of our EXP the entire time. Obviously, don't int the team fight. Actually, play well, but you get my point, right? But in this game, there was no structure to your gameplay. It was you inting over here, where you chase the smolder up here, and then you died here. And that, by the way, fucked the entire game. I'm not even gonna lie. That fucked the entire tempo of the game. Because now they got dragon, and then you came back, and then you died again by running into them. Where all you had to do was just say, okay, we take the loss. Let's push out bot, rotate mid, push out, let the enemy team base, and then we'll play for Adc that's spawning in a little bit, right? And then you go from there. So no structure, just a bunch of kills. It didn't do shit for you. You're down. You're level 15 right now, I think, to an 18 smolder. This is not the proper way to play the game here. So you need to have a systemized thing. Again, I'll type it out. I got you. But yeah. All right. Do you have any questions about anything I've discussed today? So a lot to take in, I know, but you will have a nice clean sheet in front of you at some point.
I don't think I have too many questions. I just know that I need to like farm before I go and do other shit.
Yes. And then obviously when you do the shit, do it well, by the way. There's that too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the recording. So thank you very much for watching YouTube. Goodbye.